time to 6-pool.
I don't know if we can expect that, but there are aggressive opportunities. Let's introduce our players. Our blue Zerg in the upper right is C. Our red Terran in the bottom left-hand corner, or Zerg players Shine, red Terran players C.
Yeah. We know who these players are.
I mess that up all the time because they both have S names. We have all four S names in the group.
Yeah.
It's hard, but I'll work hard to show good names for my fans, so they will cheer for me. Either way, it's Blue Storm. A very different map, very short rush distances. About as short as the rush distance between a hand and a person's face.
I like how they're hiding the face and waving at the same time.
That's true. It's like, oh, I want to hide, but I want to wave. It's
Yeah.
like cake or death. Which one do you choose? I don't know. So, yeah, there are opportunities to get very aggressive here, but usually you're going to face off against wall-offs, so you have to either hit with the speed or the ability to break through those. And I don't know if Shine is really wants to play an aggressive game because his tournament life's on the line.
Is that not an Overlord again? 9-pool again, maybe? If it's not an Overlord, I didn't see.
I'm guessing he's going 12-pool here, but I'm not exactly sure. Maybe he's just waiting for that 200
Okay,
minerals.
the Overlord's finished. Yeah, I wasn't sure if there was an Overlord in the eggs or not.
Yeah, he is going to go for a 12 hatch. Or maybe 12 pool. You don't really see 12 pool all that much in
Nope,
ZBT. But yeah, it is 12 pool. Okay. So a little bit more of an economic opening. I guess technically the way you want to... You could call that overpool if the pool is built like immediately afterwards, but all you're going to see is a more economic way to start the game than you would have necessarily expected.
But it's also safer than like 12 hatch. Right.
Absolutely. And I think that's a reaction to C's kind of a tendency to push out on the map with maybe three Marines.
It seems like a relatively fast gas.
That is true. It is gas to go with speed. That's one thing that you can get because you have taken your pool a little bit later than if you went for like a 6-pool, 9-pool, something like that, which are very aggressive builds. This still gives you the Zerglings to hang on against any sort of cheesy bunker rush if you're getting 8 racks or something like this. But, it's also going to give you the opportunity to go very aggressive if you do want to maybe throw down an extra hatchery and macro out a billion lings.
Yeah, we do see a couple of Marines coming across. I wonder, okay, it is a bunker rush.
Yeah, exactly. So the early pool is going to be good against this, but he's still going to have to pull drones, and here they come.
Yeah, we'll see if he's able to defend this. He should be fine. He should be able to push back this bunker at least. There's only one Marine here right now.
One of the reasons that this rush works is that the choke point behind that is very narrow, and surface area is a premium for Zerg players, so they really do want to
Oh, wow, that
get
SCV
that
is shifting
position.
right on the right.
Yeah, the SCV actually moved around. The Zergling he actually splits it up, so the SCV goes down.
Oh, but the bunker might...
The bunker's actually going to finish. So that's...
You can load up the SCV if you wanted to save it,
yeah,
too.
I thought that was a really big advantage for Shine to run by and kill the Marines, but he actually segmented his Zerglings. They wound up doing even less, and the bunker now has a Marine in it.
Yeah, and he does save the SCV, too, so he can repair this bunker up if he wants to.
Yeah, no, this is absolutely a terrible spot. So heartbreaking here for Shine. He has to be frustrated, but it's all about how calm you can stay under pressure. How resilient is he, and can he use these 3 lings that are out on the map behind all of this to either stop reinforcements or come around and take out this bunker?
Yeah, I mean, even defensively, C looks great, so... This is going to be really bad for Shine, I think, especially if he loses space. I think he's going to go all or nothing, try to defend this base.
He has to go right when the base is at its lowest. But if you wait too long and the base goes down, it doesn't matter if you kill the bunker. He's going to try to kill the bunker with the Zerglings that are popping up. The bunker goes down, and it looks like Shine will hold this base and take out the Marines inside.
Nice, beautiful defense, honestly. That was like the last second kind of thing.
Ooh, yeah, very, very scary. There are so many ways he loses that. And only a few where he wins. So well executed there by Shine. He utilizes the early pool to maybe take some early hits, but save his natural and stabilize.
Still, though, that wasn't actually that committed from C. Certainly not.
Yeah, absolutely. He did invest a lot that he didn't regain. Like if he had exited the bunker and pulled back, that's the biggest win. But because he lost everything, he has to watch out for the counterattack, and he's totally airtight back at home, so he won't take any of that damage.
Right. Yeah, we're probably going to see a relatively standard game again after that.
It is actually really remarkable because you tell yourself, oh, wow, he went for an early aggressive strategy. He's really behind because he cheesed. Well, it's not that simple.
Right. Yeah, I mean, I don't see anyone at a huge advantage or disadvantage right now.
You might actually see Shine try to break through. That is a tight wall even if it doesn't look that way. So the Zerglings can't run through just yet. But if he pairs that up with maybe a big Hydra bust or maybe some mutas harassing in a different location, sometimes Shine, maybe more so than a lot of other players, are very good at finding your opponent's weakness.
Yeah, I think Shine's just going to try and make it really hard for C to try to take his natural expansion, but I think it's finished, so he should try and take it eventually, very soon probably.
Well, we are seeing that macro hatch, so it is going to be 3 hatcheries worth of production. For C, I really want to see what... I'm going to say that a lot. I really want to see what his response to this is. Can he find a way to figure out what's coming his way and save himself in time?
Yeah, so now he's going to go ahead and try and take his natural expansion. Should be able to take it as soon as he wants to. He just needs to push out of his own base.
Yeah. If this were something like Ling Flood, then this would be maybe a little bit too late to scout it, but it would also be a bad build against the wall-in that he has. And I mean, that is a lair. Do we see the Spire? I don't have a production tab, so I cannot tell, but...
Probably, though. Probably. Like,
yeah.
It's a pretty fast 2-gas here.
Yeah,
it would make sense to be a Spire.
So that would absolutely make sense. That's what you expect
That's
to see.
a lot of links, though. Okay, yeah,
and there it is. It is a Spire.
This is a lot of links. Oh, my God. He's unwalling, too.
Yeah.
That is a ton of links.
It is actually a lot, more than you would expect as a Terran player. Especially
this reminds me of the first game. This is so many Zerglings. Like, look at all the ones on the left and right side here.
This is why I was hesitant to say Muta. Just because you see Spire doesn't mean that it's going to be some crazy commitment to Mutas. And what Shine did before is he actually... I think this might be a fake Spire from Shine.
He just scanned the Spire, yeah. So he should feel like there's nothing coming his way right now.
Ideally, you want the Terran player to now throw up a bunch of turrets. But he doesn't see, I think, the eggs morphing. Okay. So I don't know if he's going to get baited into thinking that
I think what he's going to try and do is he's trying to do like a full surround here. The right side is going to be Zerglings on the left side and try to do like a full surround. But there is a medic already.
Now, that ramp right there is actually a really good one to come down and surprise because you can get very close to the Terran army without revealing your units because of the high ground. But look at what C's doing. Oh, he's so smart. He scouts up here. But unfortunately, Sign pulled back in time so he doesn't reveal his plot.
Another thing he could do is he could hide all these Zerglings and then run by when the Marine...
Oh, here he goes. This is going to be it. He's going to try to come in with all the Zerglings at once. The Marines are actually spread out, not actually concaved. And look at the Zerglings. They're chunking through the Marines. It's not enough in the end as he holds.
Yeah, that was not a very good engagement at all. What I was thinking is as soon as the Marine medic tries to push across the map, because he has an Overlord vision here, he could do a Ling run by, which is like very StarCraft 2-esque. I don't know if that's actually a thing, but that would have probably been pretty cool.
Yeah, you could have tried to run by that, but the problem with a run by is that eventually you're going to lose all your army, right? And the Terran counter...
he did lose it already.
Yeah, but you want to try to trade it is the idea.
Right.
If you try to run by, then probably the trade is not going to be as good. And I think he might have whittled this down so that the mutas, and they are in large number, I think that's maybe 9 mutas or something like that, is still going to be able to deal with this bio ball better than it would have been otherwise.
Sure. I don't know how many turrets are at the natural expansion right now, but it could be exposed. I really like the amount of control here on the mutas and just make sure nothing dies.
I thought it was going to be even a heavier commitment to Lings to just all in on that and fake with the Spire. But, I mean, once you build the Spire, yeah, it's a good idea to build the mutas afterwards anyway, and he did build a lot of them. So if the micro is good enough, he can clean this up, but he does have to be very on point. So
yeah, I don't think he has enough mutas here to really clean up. He keeps losing mutas. I think he's lost 3 mutas so far.
Yeah, that is really heartbreaking. And it's only mutas, right? He lost a lot of Lings, and he's going to try to come in with Lings and mutas again.
With these Lings, I think he could do it, but
I mean, that's what it's all banked on, right? If he can't clear up this bio ball, it will push across the map and deal terrible, terrible damage.
He should run into a sunken. I don't know if he has any there yet.
Oh, he keeps losing mutas with this, and now, like, the idea is that when you pair a high muta count with Zerglings running forward, they tank for the mutas and allow that higher damage to be done.
That's a very fast hive, by the way. No third base in sight.
Yep, exactly. You are pointing that out correctly, and the reason for that is he's going to either try for, if you want to get extra weird, you hit a queen for ensnare, and that makes the Marines really, really bad. But it is going to be a hive most likely to get Defiler tech out ahead of schedule. But, I mean, that takes a long time.
Could it be something really weird, like an Ultraless Rush or something like that?
No. That's definitely not a thing. Ultras are really, really bad if you rush them out in low numbers.
Yeah, okay.
They don't have cleave like they do in StarCraft 2, so you can't get the splash advantage from that. And, yeah, they're
that
also
makes sense. I was just curious.
No, I mean it is like
Also could be like Guardians or something.
Yeah, sometimes
like that.
you do go for Guardians. There are a couple of weird builds like that. But, oh, actually, look, Shine
Nice
is actually
run by.
find a way to cut through into C's base. He cuts off the reinforcements. He takes out a lot of Marines. The medics are actually vulnerable. He's not losing a lot of mutas. He actually did remacro quite a few. He's going to take out a few turrets, but the bio is still out on the map, and it makes his third base vulnerable.
Yeah. He's in the main base, though. He's getting a lot of SCV damage
Are there no
here.
turrets by the mineral
I
line?
guess not. Yeah, this is pretty exposed.
Wow, this is a great spot for
He's
Shine
even
to
losing
be
the
in.
Marines that he's sending in.
Yeah,
They're all
the
getting
Marines are
staggered
coming in little by little. The mutas are taking hits, but he gets a lot of damage done.
Yeah, that was some beautiful control.
Wow. Okay, well, somehow Shine prevails, and he finds that magical spot. More importantly, picking off bio and saving his third base, this buys him so much time. Oh, he hasn't made it yet. Whoa.
I thought he built it. Did he cancel it?
I think he might have canceled expecting that bio to hit, but he actually pulled back.
I mean, still getting so much damage done. I guess that's not the end of the world.
After these mutas doing next to nothing, they come out and get huge damage done.
All these mutas are taking a lot of damage on their hulls, too.
And they're all staying alive somewhat miraculously. Okay, now he's going to lose a bunch. I think he's going to sack the mutas for a bunch more SCV kills.
I don't think that's too bad of a call, especially when you're going Hive so quickly. Unless he wants to morph these into Guardians or something.
Wow, he just runs right through. I would have expected the bio from the middle of the map to run northward to try to cut off that escape path. But yeah, it is very fast Defiler, and that should be very strong.
He could fight this Marine ball in the middle. It's not actually that much.
Oh my god, C is not moving his army. He's going to try to pull it back now, but he might just be a little bit too slow. He's going to go for the stim. The Zergling's running in. The Muta's coming in as well. They are being focused out here, but the Marines
losing
will
so
go
many
down.
of them, though.
There's
only down to 2 mutas now. That was totally worth it for the Marine trade.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I mean, it is a hit to the bio forces that C has, but this gives him time to get science vessels up, and those are going to be even better now that there are fewer mutas.
So it looks like we have some pretty aggressive lurker push possibly with Defiler.
I mean, that's the dream, right? Specifically, he wants Lurker Defiler to defend his bases.
This looks really aggressive to me. I mean, he is taking bases and all, but it seems like a very mobile army, you know?
The question is, did he also research Plague? That was a very fast Defiler, but he didn't... I didn't see if he got the extra research time
SCV
off
scouts
of
it.
The SCV,
That's such a nice scout. I think he was trying to surprise C.
Absolutely. If he gets Plague as well, goes for the big Plague, that could absolutely be devastating. But I'm guessing he doesn't have that tech just yet.
Nice irradiates here.
And that's exactly why there's no Scourge, there's no Mutas. I mean, there's 2, but whatever.
Yeah, see, clearly he wanted to be really aggressive with this, but it just seems like all the wind in that sail is gone now. Yeah,
the Shine sail has all the sorts of holes poked in it. I think his Ethernet cord does too, but that's beside the point. Having a couple of mutas around, I didn't want to say that they're totally useless, because if you plague the science vessels, the muta glaive worms can actually bounce between all of them and kill everything. So that's one way. But I don't think he actually has plague yet. So
right, he got a really fast Defiler den for not using it right now. Like I haven't seen a Defiler yet.
Yeah, I mean, it's all about positioning, right? If you Dark Swarm in the middle of nowhere, nobody cares, and then you lose your bases. So he has to find out where C is going, get there with the Defilers ahead of time through his Nidus network, and throw down the Dark Swarm to stop them from killing the base.
I feel like he had a plan, and then it just kind of fell apart. Like, I don't know, like, the whole aggressive thing, it seemed like he had the plan to do something with it, and then just nothing happened with it. Now he's just trying to play a normal game.
Oh, no. It's eraser time!
There's nothing to erase, to be honest. There's like 3 drones
I was about to say, if there were like...
You wanted to erase her, though. You're right.
10 drones there, they would have all died. So he comes in, and he doesn't pull the trigger, so...
Yeah.
Not the worst, but he is going to go in.
Lurker's going to go down instantly, honestly.
I wanted to see him irradiate those mutas, but there were only 2 there. So yeah, this is going to kill everything at the 3rd. He took a different 3rd at the 12 o'clock, but that's much more vulnerable, and I don't know. It looks like C might have too much.
At least he has a 3rd right now. Like, this would be devastating if he actually had no base whatsoever. But honestly, this is a really feels bad man moment.
Yep. The ability for Zerg is not so much can you get your bases up, but can you keep the Terran from snowballing out on the map. If you can reset that Marine count, then your base survivability just goes through the roof. But as is, the Science Vessel count has not been reset at all. They keep irradiating these Lurkers and Defilers, and the value just builds and builds for C.
Yeah, it was, as we've seen before, as soon as C gets his presence on the map, he just explodes and takes everything on his side of the map, too.
Yep, he's doing it again. He's going to get a 3rd base and probably a 4th at the 6th. But the game might not even last that long. These irradiates are just, they're killing it.
He's economically in a way worse position than the last game, too.
Economically, militarily, ecumenically, grammatically, like every way you want to say.
Look how many science vessels there are.
He's behind. I mean, this is SK Terran at its finest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 racks behind this pumping, and there's not going to be a mech transition anytime soon, no regret. This is just going to be a ton of boots on the ground.
Oh, I mean, at least he's going to get some of the...
Haha, I've controlled a tiny
he's a
part.
split here. Okay.
What? Now? Okay.
Losing one science vessel, not
Does
the
get
end
in
of the world.
for one, but, you know, everything else
There's actually nothing really here.
Yeah, I mean...
There's only 2 lurkers
Credit for C, he is playing this patiently. He's not overextending and randomly losing everything to lurker spines, but Shine is in trouble.
Yeah, he's in a lot of trouble. I mean, I can only imagine these... Yeah, he just keeps getting up irradiates. Yeah.
Okay. There's a word Zerg players are
Scourge.
thinking of right now to decide this, to define this game. And I don't know how accurate it is, but it can look like Terran is very strong when they play this very heavy SK Terran style and execute it well.
Yeah, he's doing a really good job of execution right now, too. He's just doing a great job of everything, honestly. He's on the map. He has really good map presence. His macro's insane. He's doing a really good job of playing StarCraft.
C looks good, both in real life and in game. And man, such a momentum shift. Were those hold position lurkers? I didn't catch it, but they did catch several Marines. Not going to completely destroy everything.
Yeah,
but
I don't think they were hold position. He just doesn't care.
Oh, come on.
Okay, here we go.
This
could be really bad.
Give the little Scourge a chance. Wow.
It was kind of bad for the other player.
Yeah, great control there. Does lose one science vessel.
There's just science vessels everywhere.
Yeah, he's just never had them picked off at all game long.
Yeah.
He's lost maybe 3 science vessels, and now
it's going for a drop now.
Drops to get around the Dark Swarm.
Yeah, this is going to be devastating, especially when you pair this with a bunch of your science vessels. Like, imagine irradiating all the units that are coming to defend your drop. That is not a fun time.
The Korean casters are talking about the exact same thing. These dropships could be C's way to finish off this game, and killing players in Brood War is deceptively difficult. Walls, drops, and all is very difficult. Oh, come on. Shine finding just every single way in the book to be as annoying as possible and maybe try to harass his way back into this game.
All right, here comes the drops.
Double drop flying through, unscouted for now.
He scanned and saw that those were Scourge there, and he misses them. That was so sick.
Wow, see, with the biggest guts
what a beautiful drop off
of them all. Huge Marine presence in the main. The Dark Swarm goes down.
Dark Swarm.
The Lurker comes through, but the Fire Bat is killing the
Fire Bat,
Lurker.
is he going to get it?
Oh my God,
it was so close.
The Lurker survives.
He's still losing a lot of his units here. He might be able to get some of these Defilers, too.
Lots of value, and if he wants to push through into another base at the same time, he might catch Shine slipping.
Yeah, I mean, he's getting a lot of these structures. Oh, no. Oh, no.
You got to yell with me. We didn't get pitch perfect here, but every drone dies. Oh, my God.
Yeah.
They irradiated themselves.
GG.
Then they're going to irradiate me. Oh, my. That's the end. GGC takes it. Threw down a little bit of a dab on stage, and he is looking good. Very happy about turning that game around. And for Shine, he has to feel heartbroken. Oh, the death glaze, the murder face. It's so sick. A little ceremony. He feels good about turning that series around.
Feels bad for Shine, though. He showed some pretty good games, but sad he has to go down like this.
That does feels bad, man. He is our second player eliminated from the KSL this season, and a player that absolutely could have gone very, very far in the tournament. C takes him out, stops him in his tracks, and this is the way that Group B looks after all is said.